right, Hot Wheels fans, right, following off from August's peg hunting finds video, which seemed to be greatly received, which is always nice. I thought I'd carry on the trend and do the same for September as well. As you've seen from the peg hunting videos, I've not managed to see any PKs. It is now hitting, I have been told by quite a few of you, which is always good to hear. But so far I've not managed to find. So there are a few bits and pieces, and I've also got some stuff from the Sandown Park Toy Fair that I was at, going back, not last weekend prior to that. So a few bits and pieces to show you that I picked up there as well, which I'm sure you'll be interested to see. Right, let's kick things off with a Porsche. Yes, of course, has to be another Porsche. Right, whereabouts did I find this one? I think this was possibly a B&M find, just a random that I picked up for some bizarre reason. See them, got to pick them up. So 935 in that really cool, almost like a JPS livery from the 70s, that black and gold inspired theme. So that's the first one that we've got coming out. Next up, a couple from the Honda Civic set, which you've seen numerous times before, but I did manage to find one of the EF and the EG, so I picked those up. Those will obviously not go into my collection, but they will go into my kind of, let's call it a piggy bank box. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. So I've got a few bits and pieces in there that I'm keeping hold of, which I think over the course of time will probably just trickle up a little bit in value. So worth picking those two up. Next up, right, let's do the other one on the same of that theme. So I did manage to find a further couple of team transport. First up, the LB34 Super Silhouette Skyline and the Fleet Street as well. So I've got two of these, I think now, yeah, which again, similar sort of thing. Worth picking up. They're probably the hottest ones out of the set, so worth a pickup for a future date to possibly get on. I'm even toying with the idea of maybe even doing a little stall at a toy fair, actually, just for the whole experience of it. Right, another team transport and another Porsche. So in the previous team transport sets, they did the 917 in the Golf livery, so I picked up a spare of the spare, so to speak. So one to open, one to keep, and a further one that goes into the piggy bank, so to speak. So another one of those picked up. Did see a whole bunch of those in Smith's Romford. When was I there? Sunday. An absolute bunch, and even a couple of the Skyline in there as well, which was quite interesting to see. It's obviously a random box that was left over in Smith's warehouse that they pumped out. So yes, that is it for this month's peg hunting finds. But as I did say earlier on, I did go to the Sandown Park Toy Fair, rushed up from Goodwood down in Chichester to get to that one on Saturday morning. Not this weekend just gone, but prior weekend. And really good show, actually. Great show. It's been a little bit hit and miss. In fact, I think the last one that I was at, I didn't even film anything there. It was that poor, which is quite unusual for Sandown Park. In fact, very unusual that you don't find at least something there, even just to film. But yeah, great toy fair this time round. Quite a few new exhibitors that were there, showing off some different bits and pieces. In fact, let's start right there. So one of the stalls there, if you want to check out where these are from, I forget off the top of my head, but there will be details in the Sandown Park Toy Fair video if you wanted to lay your hands or find out who these come from, because I'm pretty sure they have an online store. But yeah, guy was there, a complete abundance of different varieties of wheels, so many that I just could not make up my mind. I was there for ages trying to figure out, and I could have bought loads and loads of bits and pieces there. They were all cool, but some of the bits he had were boxed, some came in kind of baggies, some even came just literally unfinished wheels in the boxes that he had across the back, so there was loads there. But these ones, I think I picked this set up for, I think it was £4, £3 or £4, so not bad at all. Look, little idlers, tyres, nice little deep set. I think it's not a staggered set, is it? No, same right the way through. But a little set of axles in there as well, which is really cool, just to finish it off, because these ones are capped at the front, if you notice that. So capped at the front, so you literally just pump them onto the axle there, I believe, and they should be ready to rock and roll. Haven't done a custom in a long time, and I thought this might actually give me a little bit of inspiration for doing something. Right, the other ones that I did pick up from him, there you go, almost like an old school BBS. And this one here, let's crack this open and see what's in the box. So again, some came with axles, some came with brake discs behind, and some came with this super speedy axle set that was on there. I think he was explaining to me. Here we go, let's have a little look. So yeah, there we go, axles, pins, and then that wheel there. Yeah, it's like I forget what it's called. Is it BBS RX or something along those lines it's called, or maybe even an LM? I think it might be an LM actually. But yeah, putting onto an old school Porsche, yeah, it's gonna look cool. Yeah, it's gonna look real cool. So we will have to pull our finger out and get something going in the way of a custom. Right, last set I did pick up. Again, actually these ones, these might, he's got a brake disc behind. No, I don't think so, because they're the same price. Oh, there we go, exactly the same setup. Solid finish across the back. Tyres pretty cool, getting on there nice and slim, but that kind of star 10 spoke, but looks like 5 spoke. So that was quite a cool one as well to pick up. Pretty plain Jane ones that I picked up. There were some really kind of crazy wheels that they had in there. As I say, I was just overwhelmed with what he had there, so a little bit too much for me in one go. Right, next bits I picked up were not a Porsche randomly, but a short card McLaren F1. I was not hunting at the time when this was first released. I was taking a little bit of a break from it, so I missed out on some of the short cards. Buddy of mine managed to pick up a long card, or I think he picked up a long card for me from a car booty, which is cool. But I was yet to find, without going crazy price on eBay, I thought it was worth it. Pick up that one there. Pretty sure I paid £4 on that one there. So yeah, would have paid a damn sight more if I'd have purchased it off of eBay. That's for sure. Right, let's plunk you there. Next up, more Porsche, obviously, more Porsche. Right, from the quarter mile finals set, I picked up, again, this is another piggy bank one for me, which I think, yeah, this is about the same sort of time as the McLaren F1, so I wasn't hunting at the time these were first released, so I didn't find them in Smith's, which I believe had the quarter mile finals bits and pieces in at the time. That one there was £5, I think, so yeah, not too bad at all, bearing in mind they're £3 out of Smith's, I believe. Right, next up, another Porsche, and again another piggy bank one. So we've got a 934 Turbo RSR, this one here from the Forza set, in that quite nice flat white, which you don't pick up on the camera until it's out of the blister. But really nice, that flat white on that one there. Little decals through the side, not too crazy for a Forza, which is pretty cool. But yeah, overall I think this one was £4. So not bad at all actually, just £1 on top of what we paid. Car's not bad at all. not bad at all. Actually, let's just show you on the back of those there. Yeah, F1, not bad at all. And the 918 Spider, not too bad at all. A little, what was probably a peg knock across the bottom, but not too bad at all. Right, last carded piece that I have will be another one of the 934 Turbo RSR, this time the Magnus Walker decal in the silver. This one I have got in the collection, but I noticed when I was going through my collection not too long ago that the card is whack, absolutely whack. It's battered all the way down one side, and this one, to be fair, it's probably a 7 or an 8 card. It has got a tiny bit of fluffing across there, a little bit of peg knocking when it was out on the pegs, but all in all it's better than the one that I had. So that one there was a £5, I believe I paid for that one there. Actually, I think originally in the video I would have showed you, I think it had a load of like chocolate down through here, which I managed to clean up and sort out, so it's all good, it's all good. Right, a couple of pieces left. Next one, I only picked up this next piece purely because I was going through the guy's bucket for a good couple of minutes and it was the only thing that stood out, and for £1 I thought may as well. So we've got a 911 GT2, this one here being the 997. So beige interior, plastic pull through for the headlamps on this one here, and on a J5, I forget now, it's been a while, but yeah, black spoiler, this one here, pretty cool, not too bad, little bit of rim action, so possibly it's been put down a kind of racetrack, or definitely had a little bit of playwear, but all in all, not too bad for £1. So that'll go in my loosey-gooseys, of which I've got plenty, all nicely wrapped up. Right, okay, last piece, maybe a little bit of a surprise. It did pop up in the Sandown Park Toy Fair video, but I was very, very quick because I saw it and I've been kind of umming and ahhing the last couple of toy fairs. So yeah, last few times I've been to Sandown Park, Hot Wheels models have had this piece, so yeah, I was kind of umming and ahhing about it, not too sure, but I've got to have it in the collection. I've got to have it in the collection. So I managed to pick up one of the Taylor Fox Porsche 911 GT3. So it's in there, but this isn't an opening video, so I'm going to tease you with the box and I'm not going to show you anything else, but that one there will be on its plinth, in its plastic, yada yada yada. Not too bad in terms of price. I was expecting them to have whacked this up quite a bit, because the ones that I've seen going out in the States have been going for £200 plus, which seems like an extortionate amount of money. I thought the amount that I paid was expensive, but 200 quid is just, no, that's just too much. Bearing in mind, this plinth model comes on a basic set of wheels, it's not on real riders. It has some little extra decals in comparison to the mainline version that was available, but all in all, it's not really that different from it, but it was one that I had to have to go into the collection. So keep your eyes peeled for the next Hot Wheels opening video, which will be coming up soon. I've got this week's boxes to do, or more like this month's boxes to do, as there's a few bits above my head at the moment, and inside of there will be some bits and pieces for us to open up, including Target Red Edition 935 Porsche, which I've got a couple that have turned up from the States. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for this time round. A couple of bits and pieces. As I say, I thought I'd show you the Sandown Park bits, namely because there was more than what I'd managed to find peg hunting, and I wouldn't have shown you in the video, so it's a good opportunity for me to show you exactly what I've managed to pick up. So yeah, not too bad. There we go, Taylor Fox. Those, oh, let's slide those guys over. Those guys there, so, and then the two in the long there as well. The wheels that I managed to pick up, and then apart from that, your Team Transports, 1 and 2. And then the other pig hunting finds that we've got. So there we go. That's your September pig hunting finds video done and dusted. So till the next one, Hot Wheels fans, happy hunting.